that is perfect timing for the back to school and having a healthy school year with the kids coming back to school in these random times that we all know what we're living. So we don't even need to get more into the details. It's like, here we go on again. So what is best to have these tools, amazing tools that can support the kids in all levels, and they can support you as parents and mothers into their health, physically, mentally.
And nanas too.
Exactly. Oh yeah, because Kim is a grad.
My kids are way grown. I got my little ones now.
Yeah.
Who love their oils. That's actually my grandson Jax will be 8 in September, and he's getting the kids collection, which we're going to talk about earlier or in a minute. He's getting that for his birthday present, and I know he's going to love it.
Kim, do you want to share the story? Don't forget to share the story of like what happened with the hands, fingers, throat, whatever illness that your granddaughter had. It's like,
yes. That'll be a great thing before we actually get into the presentation. So my granddaughter, who will be 3 in October, I introduced her to oils about 1.5 years ago, and she calls them her oils. So she got her oils, and she applies as soon as she started going to daycare. I made her a roller with On Guard and fractionated coconut oil, and then she has her nighttime blend with lavender and copaiba and fractionated coconut oil. So in the mornings before school, she rolls the On Guard on the bottom of her feet and on the back of her spine, or kind of on her back, and then she smells them, especially at night. She loves to do that. And she recently, actually just a couple of weeks ago, was diagnosed or sent home from daycare because she had hand, foot, and mouth disease. I think that's what it's called, which kind of like when I heard that, I'm like, oh my God, that sounds horrible. But I looked it up, and it's actually a very common virus, especially among young children in daycares. It's transmitted through mucuses and the hand, touching and everything. But she was sent home because she did show some symptoms. However, her symptoms turned out to be so mild, and the teachers were really amazed because all of the other kids had fevers and blisters, and it was really bad for everybody else. And she just had barely enough to actually diagnose it. She had one sore in the back of her throat and a couple little dots on her ankle, and that was it. And Sophia, her mother, asked me, do you think this is because we've been using the On Guard? And I said, of course it is. And so she did get the virus, but her symptoms were like nothing. And so she's actually been cleared to go back to school much earlier than any of the other kids. So the On Guard for the children definitely works, for sure.
And how amazing is that, right?
Yes, it's pretty cool.
To know that you've been protecting her, even like without knowing that was coming.
I know. So let's go ahead and get started. Essential oils for a healthy school year. And we're going to cover oils for both the children and the adults, because we have to protect ourselves too when those kids are running off to school and bringing back all those bugs into our homes. Oops. So our oil stories. Oh, my picture got lost.
Oh, well.
I guess I'm not.
You're in camera.
What's your oil story, Gabriella?
I didn't edit it at the end.
You take that out of there.
I wanted to be in center. So my oil story is like, for those of you that do not know me, in case that you're watching this in the recording video, I'm a yoga instructor that has been using doTERRA oils for like over 8 years. And I've been using the oils to share with my family and friends as well. I started using the oils in my yoga classes, but then I continued to learn more about the oils. And then I learned about, how it helps us relax and all the other products about how to relax the muscles and how do you sleep better. And for years, I used to even buy the product and bring it to my parents back to Mexico City because doTERRA back in the days was not available in Mexico City. And I'm in Miami, and whenever they will come or I will go there, I will bring them the deep blue rub, and I will bring them the balance for my dad to relax his mind. And I will bring them the lavender, and little by little, using more of the oils and sharing them more and more and studying about them and learning about them. And one day I just decided to, continue to learn so much more and share the oils. And I'm just fascinated to learn that so many of my friends and family and, students of yoga, anybody that I know that I've been sharing the oils are amazed of how these things work. And everybody is also witnessing stories with me and sharing the stories and like how amazing these beautiful bottles have amazing powers. And it's natural, it comes from nature, and it's just amazing to use them, amazing to share them, because now I'm committed really to continue to share the oils and help people to find solutions from nature.
Yes, thank you. And my name is Kim Hess, for anybody that's watching that doesn't know my story. My essential oil story started about 5 years ago. I had at the time 3 big birds. I had 2 macaws and a cockatoo, and my partner and I were getting ready to move into an RV. And in that small space, I was really concerned about the cleaning supplies specifically for the birds, because they are so sensitive to their respiratory system is very sensitive, and anything going into their feet or anything. So I was looking for natural solutions to clean with to protect the birds. In retrospect, I'm like, why wasn't I thinking about that about me? But now I am. So I essentially got into the essential oils in depth using the cleaning products. And about a year and a half ago, it was shortly after the pandemic started, I really started researching and getting into the oils to support myself, who I was in a recovery process after a traumatic relationship. And the oils and the supplements from doTERRA have literally changed my life. They expedited my healing and recovery so much. I can't even imagine going a day without the oils and the supplements right now. So that's kind of my story, and I'm super excited to be sharing as well. It's my mission to it has been for over 20 years. I've been a yoga instructor for over 20 years. I'm also a boat captain who believes in taking care of not only our bodies, but the ocean, the reefs, because if our planet isn't healthy, if the reefs aren't healthy, we're not going to be healthy. And that's the bottom line. So it's like, I've got the whole shebang going on, using the essential oils for everything.
So we're going back into let's talk about essential things to know about the essential oils, that they're safe. I mean, they're natural and safe. I mean, it's like the benefits don't have side effects when you use them. They're extracts of the plants, and they are effective, and they have, healing benefits. They're good for health. And doTERRA oils are third-party tested, and that every single oil, when you have your bottles of the oils, in the bottom, you will see a number. As part of the expiration date is going to have a number that is then the number that you can try that bottle into a website of the third party that is certified and that has a pure grade and therapeutical grade. Because these oils are the same as they do with the wines and that they will know what is the year of that reserve. It's the
Yep.
same with the oils, and they have a very strict, process of like 20 something tests of quality to make sure that the oils are to their purest level and that they're happy with it. And doTERRA never compromises with the quality of the oils. They extract them from the places that are like the best and richest producer of lavender. That's what they're gonna get it, and that's the oil that you're getting in your bottle of lavender from doTERRA. Some other people might make oils cheaper if they're buying it probably, or growing it probably in a highway in, California. I don't know, whatever they have the weather. And imagine how it's gonna be polluted, that lavender, compared to the one that is coming from the, the fields where they produce lavender for, the highest quality purposes. So that's thing to have in those bottles for you.
Yes. And essential oils are super, super effective because they get to the root cause of the health problems. They don't just act as a Band-Aid on top like most pharmaceuticals do. They really address the root cause of the health problems. They target the problem. They go all the way into the cell membrane by traveling through the bloodstream. They go through the skin. We're going to get into that earlier. But so that's why they're so effective, is because they don't just treat the symptoms, they treat the cause.
So the essential oils, as we said, they're affordable because when you think about it, since we're saying that they're so potent, when you buy that bottle, it's like you're just using drops. You can be using 1 or 2 drops for an adult. Maybe for kids, you're using a drop diluted, 4 or 5 times. So it's even less of the consumption that you will get as an adult. But something to consider that is very important to highlight is that the money that is spent in the world in healthcare is like $6.5 trillion are spent a year in global healthcare. Thinking about that in those countries that, like the US, that we are, is like people are paying for, health insurance, but when they go to the hospital, when they ask for the appointment and they go and visit the doctor because the kid has whatever virus that the parent doesn't know, or a bacteria in the stomach or something going on. And it's like, so how much time and money are you spending into going to the doctor, the time that you took off from work, the travel, the distance, the gas, the copay of the visit of the doctor, the prescription that they give you, and the time that you spend out of work if you are a working parent. So imagine all that is like the money that you can be spending in like a few drops that you're using for your, for your healing, and knowing that, and what we have learned and realized is that the more that you use the oils, the more that you come into these classes, the more that you start digging into like testing it and trying it and, evaluating what is your dilution rate that works with you, what is the blend that works for you, the more confident you are in the oils that you want to use, and that you feel empowered knowing that when there's something going on with your kids, this oil is going to be the key to heal this, or I'm going to start combining this oil with this other one. So that's why it's amazing.
Yes. So there's 3 ways to use essential oils. The first way is aromatic, and this might be the way that you are most familiar with, because we've all seen the diffusers. You can buy diffusers almost anywhere now. Using the oils aromatically open and clear the airways. They affect our emotions. And the reason they affect their emotions, which I find very fascinating, is that our olfactory system is directly linked to the limbic system in the brain. And the limbic system is where our emotions are housed and created and do all their thing. And so this is why, excuse me, using the oils aromatically, whether in a diffuser or even just smelling from the palm of your hand, really can shift the emotions dramatically. They help cleanse the air and they help boost the immune system.
So the other way to use it is topical. And obviously, you can put a drop directly from the bottle into your hands and apply it into your shoulders. But definitely, since we're talking about kids, dilution, it is what we need for kids. And also for like an adult is like the best way that you can do is diluting it with a little bit of fractionated coconut oil. So it's going to be easier to spread around the skin. So when you apply it on the skin, it can help you reduce, pains and discomforts. It can help you, to heal irritation of the skin, digestive stomach, immune support, or like a congestion, or like a headache. All of that is depending where you will apply it. It's like you have a headache, maybe you put it in the temples, or you have something on the stomach, you put it in your belly. A place that is fantastic for everybody to apply it and to penetrate completely and get all the benefits is the bottom of the feet and in their spine. So for any condition, if you want to go to sleep, if you want to concentrate, if you are working into your immunity, bottoms of the feet and on the spine. So especially for the kiddos, you don't want to be probably applying a lot into like, maybe their hands are going to wash them fast. So maybe the spine for the immunity, obviously the stomach for undigestive, and so on.
Yes. The third way to use essential oils with doTERRA essential oils only, I want to really stress that, is internally. And the reason why you can use doTERRA essential oils internally is because of their heavy duty testing and purity levels. And they are approved by the FDA. And any oil that you can internally use, you will see a supplemental facts on the back of the bottle. If it does not have that supplemental facts, do not take it internally. Otherwise, it is safe. You're going to use it in water, just a drop or two in water to support digestion or oral care. You can also put it in a veggie cap for targeted systems under the tongue. I know I personally take frankincense under the tongue every morning, which helps support my nervous system and my anxiety levels. And or we also offer soft gels and capsules that doTERRA actually provides that makes it very easy to take them internally as well. So we've got some kids' best practices for you today. These are specifically for kids, but I will tell you, aren't we all kids at heart? I think we can all use these oils.
And I have to say that some of the oils that we're going to talk, I use as an adult.
Yeah.
So something good to consider is like a multivitamin. So here you have the doTERRA multivitamin chewable for the kids. And so vitamin B combining with the A, C, and with the botanical extracts and minerals. And it's like a superfood blend to support the overall health of the kids. Includes magnesium, calcium, copper, zinc, and manganese, whatever you call that one. Magnesium and manganese, whatever is the last one.
Yes.
And whatever is very important to highlight is that why do we need to take multivitamins? As an adult, it's like we know that I was the one saying, I eat super healthy. I never took multivitamins. And just recently, this year, I started with the doTERRA supplements. Everybody told me, try them. You're going to see the difference. Food that you're consuming from Earth doesn't have the same nutrients that they used to have. And I was so impressed that I'm like, as soon as I try them, I noticed that my cravings are like more under control. And I'm feeling amazing. My hair changed my skin, nails, everything has been amazing. So, and now taking it back into the kiddos is like, we know that even when you have the best kids that they eat everything, there's going to be times that they come into a stage in their lives that they don't like the broccoli anymore, or now they don't like the milk, and there are other ones that they just like other things. So there you go. So maybe it's a great thing to consider.
Yes. And in the kids line of supplements, also we have the IQ Omegas or IQ Megas. It's the liquid form fish oil omega serving, which supports the brain development, cell growth, muscle activity, eye and heart health. So this is very important for kids, especially at the younger ages, as they're developing to support these systems. They soothe, and it soothes and hydrates very sensitive skin as well.
And this is the probiotic that it's in a kit's packaging, and it comes in a little envelope, and it's like a powder, and it has, like, obviously, what are probiotics? It helps to bring live cells and bacteria into your stomach, into your body, and then you're just like supporting your metabolism and your immune system, and your digestion. So from time to time, it is definitely highly recommended to consume probiotics. And so this ones, I heard from some of my friends that they even take it as an adult, this one. So I haven't tried it myself in the kids version. I haven't had the excuse to buy it as a kid, like the kid version myself, but hey, if you are a parent and want to give it a shot, maybe you want to try yourself and see how it goes.
Yeah. So getting into the actual essential oils, there's a unique collection of essential oil blends especially formulated for children. And I think I've got to hop ahead. Yeah. So we're going to get into each of these. You want to take this one?
Sure. So doTERRA has this collection that is for the kids. And the bottles are a little bit different. They're the white bottles, and they're more diluted, than the black bottles that you might see. And in a moment, I'll show you the two different ones. So in this one, we have a bed routine, and the bed routine will be, obviously, as we say, in the bottom of the feet or into their spine. We have this blend that is called Stronger, and that it will help them to boost their immunity. And we have a Calmer roller that, as it says the name, it will help them to sleep better and relax. Especially, I would suggest maybe the Calmer, you put it right when they're getting into the tantrum. I'm too tired, or I don't want to get into the bed, or I don't want to stop playing, or I don't want to go to my bed. Maybe you start giving them a little Calmer to start relaxing them a little bit, and then you just, it kicks in, and then you just go into the whole negotiation, but it's going to be easier, easy conversation in like, what if you just start brushing your teeth and putting your PJs, and let's get you to bed, and then you do your immunity with the Stronger.
Yes, yes. And for the emotional routine, these are a couple of oils that help ground them and give them courage. So the Brave blend is the Courage blend, and it's good to roll behind the ears and neck when they're nervous or lacking confidence. This would be great for kids, like if they're in sports or before a test or a game. They can use this oil. It's gonna give them that brave feeling, that feeling of courageousness. And Steady is our grounding blend for kids. And this is one when they're feeling grumpy or anxious or frustrated, when they're like, just, how kids can get. And this one is going to help just kind of ground them and bring them back into their bodies and into their breath a little bit.
I want to highlight, if you guys have any questions or suggestions or comments, if you use any of these oils and want to share with us, feel free to, chat in the box there, and we would love to hear if you ever use them, if you had any, feedback. So here is like something that is like for physical support. Of course, what about a soothing blend in case that there was a little bit of a, of course, the feeling of the growing pains. When I heard this, I was like, oh my God. So really, so imagine that you're giving them a soothing blend whenever it's like the whole bones elongating and growing, right? With the tired legs, or maybe if they got a little black and blue and a bump, maybe you can put a skewer. It is gonna be probably the blend that you want to carry in your bag at all times, or maybe have 2 or 3 bottles, one in the bag, one in the house, and I don't know, maybe the other one in the car. Then the tamer, it is the best for bloating, digestion, upset stomach, and gas. And that one, I mean, it is amazing. I have to say that I tried that one. It's like, I wanted to like try the tamer and I bought it, and it's like, I love it even for adults, and it works. So, and the stronger that I said again, and so here we go, right? In the physical support, the stronger will help them with the bug bites before we talk about in giving them the immunity at night. But imagine like bruises and blemishes and, mosquito bites and, scrapes and anything that comes related into that, skin, you can put it on.
And then oils that will support them in school, the Thinker, which I'm super excited to try for myself, is our focus blend. So this one, you can rub it onto the big toe, which is a pressure point in Chinese medicine, or the back of the neck while they're doing their homework or study time, or even during school, if they're allowed to take it to school. The calmer, again, is to support them before taking tests, to just kind of bring them down a little bit to help with their any anxieties or nervousness or stressful situations.
I wanted to show, like, these are the, the rollers that we normally have for the adult version. So it's so easy, like whenever you see the bottles with the white, you already know that it's like more kid-oriented blend.
Yes.
But since we are talking about like, what other oils you might have in your home, if like you already have some oils or that you want to include more of the oils into your routine with your kids and yourself. So here you have Owie Dewey. Oh, I cannot even say that.
Owie Duo.
Owie Duo, obviously, to sleep better. So it will be lavender and tea tree. And you can put it, in their ears or in the eyes. I'll be like scared of the eyes, but anyway, the hair protection, I will think more like not directly on the eye.
No, not directly in the eyes.
The lavender and the tea tree are definitely the best for skin irritation, and it's great for skin. And think about anything that is like rash. Something that I've been learning a lot is like all of these that is called eczema. It's about, they suggest a lot of like the tea tree, and the properties is like antibacterial, and the lavender that it's so much more into the soothing and calmer, and it has antihistaminic and analgesic, properties. So it is great for the hair. And so if you want to have a duo to focus, you can have peppermint that is very uplifting and awakening. And you can put them either into a diffuser, or maybe you just do a big pitcher of water and then you just give them a few drops of peppermint with the wild orange, and it's a fantastic kind of like flavor water. And I have to highlight that last month we did class talking about oils for summer, and we did a recipe that you can do popsicles with peppermint, and hey, that's an option. So you can use these oils for that. And if you want to see that recipe, go into our last class, that is the summer's oil. And obviously for congestion, you can use the oil that is called Breathe, that it's a combination of like peppermint and cardamom, eucalyptus, bay leaf, among others, and it's a supportive respiratory blend. And you can combine it with a little bit of lime, and that will be fantastic to apply it with coconut oil, fractionated coconut oil, or coconut oil, and you can put it into their chest, you can diffuse it for them, or maybe even in their bag. Definitely.
And I will say that works for not just when they get colds or us as adults get colds, but using this combination for allergies as well. I can't live without the Breathe for the allergies here in Idaho. It's just. Now we get on to the big kids. I should have put big kids instead of adults on here. So starting our day out right is just the same way as the kids. We want to supplement our bodies to have that baseline level of health. So we've got, doTERRA has the Lifelong Vitality Pack, the LLV as we affectionately call it. And this is really the foundation for health. We've got the three different supplements. And as Gabriella mentioned prior, it is so important to take the supplements because even if we are eating fruits and vegetables that we grow in our own backyard organically and with lots of love, because of the pollution in the air, in the water, in the soil, and the depletion of nutrients from the soil, these fruits and vegetables just aren't providing us the nutrition we need for optimal health.
Microplex, it is the multivitamin, and the multivitamin that has essential oils, but it also has all the minerals, and it has like magnesium, and it has the minerals, zinc and vitamin D, and obviously supporting the immunity, the immune function and healthy digestion, and it gives you the nutrients that we need from Earth.
And the second one in the LLB is the XE Omega, which are the essential oil omega complex. And this helps, as we know, promote heart and circulatory health, healthy joint function, provides the immune boosting nutrients, and also the protects against the lipid oxidation and supports brain, eyes, and the nervous system and healthy skin. And this also comes, the LLV also comes in a vegan option that instead of the fish oil, it has flaxseed oil. So you do have a vegan option.
And the Alpha CRS is totally into working in the cellular vitality, of your organ, is reducing the antioxidants and the stress in your body, and supports the, obviously your cellular level, and that giving you more energy, and and boosting your immunity.
And then we also would like to suggest using the Terrazyme. As we grow older in age, the enzymes in our digestive system slowly start to not produce as much. And so by adding a Terrazyme with each meal you take, it helps to digest the food that we're eating. So it breaks down the protein and amino acids and breaks down the carbohydrates, starches, and sugars. It just does all this thing to help break things down so the nutrients can actually be used efficiently. So we want to use it for digestion. If you do eat processed foods, which I highly recommend you don't, it helps metabolize those. It converts those nutrients into energy. It helps with food tolerances and GI comfort and protection of the metabolic enzymes.
So that's all what we had for you to learn new, but now we want to share what are the promotions that there's like this month of August. If you are familiar with the On Guard line, On Guard is the immunity and cleaning blend oil. I mean, the oil blend that we have for anything that is like from hand sanitizers, and they have this kit for back to school essentials. It's only $50 and will include 2 soaps, 1 pump for the soap, hand soap, and then you have a little, this box on white is like wipes that are like packed individually so that you can have your wipes on the go. And then you can have like 3 hand sanitizers, you know, sprays from On Guard. And maybe those are great for having, you know, in their backpacks or in their, you know, in your own, what is it, in your own backpack, in your bag. And some bags turn to be too big sometimes, depending on the age of the kid, right? And or your wipes, right? For any emergency that you have. And I mean, we've been training the last few years, in the last 18 months, that it's all about like keeping the hands really clean before we get in the bug that is going on around. So yeah, stay into that.
You can get all of that this month only for only $50. It's a great, great back to school special. We also, this month, also doTERRA is offering for just this month, that I'm under the understanding, this stronger protection in a pure 5 milliliter bottle rather than the dilution. So this is really good to diffuse for the immune system in the house. It smells amazing. And it has the cleansing and immune support systems. And it's just light and bright and super healthy. It can act as a natural insect repellent. And the blend, you can't beat this blend. Cedarwood, Litsea, frankincense, and rose. Cedarwood is the oil of community. Litsea, the oil of manifestation. Frankincense, the oil of truth. And rose is the queen of all oils. So it's like, I'm going to stock up on this one because this blend, you can't beat that blend for sure. And it's only $20. Only $20. It's crazy. So stock up on that.
The fact that became available, I had to get it. I just wanted like, I'm like, when I learned what it's all about and that it's coming pure without, you know, blending it, and that it's available only this month, I got it. Like, I want it for myself. So here is like some of those promotions just for us to recap. So we already said the back to school, going from right to left. We already talked about school essentials kits, $50, all that pack. You have the stronger pure oil in a 5 milliliter bottle. You have a harvest spice that it's a blend that is like already like smelling like fall. And I have to think about like, well, why is fall, August? I live in Miami, so 90 degrees and 100 still until November. So I'm like, oh yeah, it's fall everywhere else in the world, but here.
I do have to say, I have to interject. I had a good friend of mine make a Facebook post the other day. It said, it was like a meme, and it said, summer isn't over until September 21st, people. Keep your pumpkin spice to yourself.
And then, of course, right, with everybody having their pumpkin spice and they're tired of it. And then you have spearmint, that it's a fantastic oil that is like 15% off. I'm having my spearmint here in my water today. Spearmint, it's about communication, it's cooling. It's a little bit lighter than the peppermint oil. Motivate is the product of the month. So if you already are a member of doTERRA, and every month you can have the option to get a free oil if you buy 125 points or doTERRA dollars. So if your order exceeds 125, you will get the POM, product of the month. And this month is a roller that is called Motivate. And these two other oils on your left, it is the red mandarin and the yellow mandarin. These two oils are giving back. So if you buy these oils, you're giving 100% to the, what is it? The charity, the
Healing Hands.
Healing Hands. Healing Hands is, but what is it called? It's not a charity. It is a foundation. The foundation of Healing Hands, that is doTERRA, has this foundation that is called Healing Hands. What they do is like go and support and help people and donate and support and help. So if you were to buy these oils, you're donating 100% of your purchase into the Healing Hands. So that's what about oils.
Love that. All right. So if you don't already have a wholesale membership with doTERRA, some of the benefits of getting your own wholesale account is you get 25% off retail pricing. Can't beat that. There's no obligation to order. You can order just whenever you want, anytime, big or small. You also have the option to earn product credits back, which is we call those doTERRA dollars. There's rewards on order shipping. There's the opportunity to earn the free products, like Gabriella mentioned. If you in the first of the month, if you order between the 1st and the 15th and order 120 point value, you get a free oil. And then there's other ways to earn free oils too, because you will get back 10 to 30% plus your shipping in what we call doTERRA dollars. And then you also have the access to an amazing business opportunity if that lights your sparkler. And I do also want to mention one other very, very, very special deal that doTERRA has been gracious enough to extend. This was their offer in July, in this month as well. When you do purchase a new wholesale kit or get your own wholesale account, doTERRA is going to give you $50 in doTERRA dollars to spend next month or whenever you want to. So whatever you spend today, you're going to have $50 in credit back on your account tomorrow. All right. So that is a very special thing. They don't do that, and they extended it for another month. So we're super excited about that.
So here are options in Pattern you get started. It's like if you're into the kids collection, you can get the kids collection as we review, and then you can add a diffuser and membership, and that will be your kit to get you started and have the wholesale price for the whole year.
Yeah. So we're going to go through some of the best ways to get started. So another way, if you're ready to just get rid of all the toxins in your home, the Natural Solutions Kit is the way to go. You've got your diffuser, which is the Lulu's diffuser, which I've got going behind me, which is really nice because it's a crystal glass diffuser. You've got your little storage box, mouthwash, shampoo, conditioner, hand soap, the deep blue rub, your supplements. You've got it all. You've got just about everything you need to start that switch over and start flipping out, ditching and switching.
You want to start just like taking care of your healthy habits. Maybe you want to start with the multivitamins. And here is a kit for you. So you open your account of buying the LOB the probiotics and the enzymes, Terrazyme and PBSs. You have the Deep Blue Rock, that is an amazing cream. As soon as you try it, you cannot stop using it. It's the best. And then that it's everything about, massage, relaxation, pain in the muscles and tension in the body and joints. And then you have 5 oils that comes with that. All these kits are preset, and if you will sign up with a kit, they will waive your membership.
Mhm.
You have the prices of 25% off for the rest of the year.
Yeah. And the Aroma Essentials kit, this is a new one. It just came out this spring, but we're really excited about it. You get 10 oils. I believe they're 5 milliliter oils, and the Lulu's diffuser again, which is the beautiful glass diffuser. And this is just an assortment of necessary oils. They're oils that you will find that you will be using on a daily basis.
And if you are interested in like doing your own blends and having all the kits for the home, healthy essential kits, for a family, this is the best way to get started. The best way to get started, because you will have, the single oils, the lavender, peppermint, copaiba, and lemon that are like single oils. And then you will have, the blends that are like the balance, the deep blue, adaptive, breathe, digestion. So here you have everything that it will help you into going from digestion, congestion, sleep, allergies, pain, muscle pain, immunity. All of that is in these little bottles for you. It comes with the diffuser and the membership for the full year.
Yes. And then the Healthy Start Kit is very similar to the Healthy Essentials Kit. The Healthy Essentials Kit comes in the bigger bottles, the 15 milliliter. The Healthy Start Kit is another 10 oils, but in the 5 milliliter. And there's a few different oils they've interchanged. You get frankincense and oregano instead of a couple of things. They've kind of interchanged things. But it is the big bottles versus the smaller bottles and a smaller diffuser. But either way is a great way to go.
And another way that you can start doing your membership and take the opportunity to, get the weight of the membership price is that you get these Simple Solutions kit, but then you customize it. Maybe you get, the stronger oil that we mentioned, or you want the kids, the back to school special, all the doTERRA line, or maybe you start with these and then you get the kids collection. I mean, depending on what you're interested, but definitely getting the kit to start your membership is the best way, because they're waiving the membership and your product is coming cheaper.
Yes. So the greatest medicine of all is to teach people how not to need it. That's our job.
I love that one. So now we just invite you to, think of the top health goals that you have for you or for your family, and contact us. I mean, like, we can help you. We can help you get started. We can help you in guiding you what you need. We can help you in even like giving you a free consultation if you're seeing this as a recording video. And we'll be happy even to give you some samples if you commit to use the oils and learn and start trying all this magic and power of the oils.
Yes. We want to thank you all for joining us tonight. It's been so much fun. And please reach out to whoever invited you to get your questions answered and or get your wholesale account set up.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for coming.